I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. Neither dead nor alive, I became undead forever.
I'll be picking up food in like 30 minutes, but as usual, carry on.
Oh yeah, Preston, we're picking up food right when the time is right, and we're also here at the Emerald Dragon. What are we doing tonight?
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yes, we are back at it again with some more Curse of Strahd, otherwise known as the Curse of Strahd.
Curious.
It just depends who you ask, really. Well, my friends, have we had a great week? Are we ready to do this?
We're always ready.
Yes.
Okay.
I get to play Manafaa tonight, yes? I play Manafaa.
Get out of here.
Oh, would be
Wait, we're not all changing characters?
Well, yeah, I thought...
Okay.
Man.
Well, let's just do it how we usually do it then. Tonight, my friends, we have Preston, Paul, Kaylie, and Alex. And I'll be your dungeon master tonight. My name is Brad, and I'm so excited to dive right into some Curse of Strahd. So let's start with a recap, and let's do it. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yes.
Very good. Let's do it then. In the last episode of Curse of Strahd, the Outliers visited the Serpool encampment, where they joined the Vistani in drink and song, shared stories, and had fortunes read by the fabled Vistani mystic, Madame Ava. After spending a night in the camp, they returned to the village of Barovia. They took a moment to investigate the wailing and howling of a distraught woman before proceeding to the burgomaster's mansion. There, they met Ismark, son of the recently deceased burgomaster, and his younger sister, Irina. The Outliers accepted Irina's request to escort... The Outliers accepted Ismark's request to escort Irina to the fortified town of Vallaki, and Irina insisted that her father receive a proper burial before departure. The party agreed and transported the late burgomaster's corpse to the church and met the local priest, Father Donovich. Shortly after arriving in the church, they heard screams of anguish and despair coming from beneath them. After some coaxing, Donovich disclosed that his son, now a vampire spawn, was trapped in the basement below. At the conclusion of the late burgomaster's burial, the party persuaded Donovich to allow them to remedy the situation beneath the church, which proved to be a straightforward task for them. Finally, Manafaa aided Father Donovich in the burial of his dear son, leaving the church and an inconsolable priest behind as he returned, along with Ghost, to the burgomaster's mansion. Just before entering the residence, a single bell chimed out across the village from the direction of the church. And that is where we pick up this evening. Ghost, Manafaa, you are right outside the burgomaster's front door as that took place. And that is where we start right now.
Do you think that is a morning bell or a warning bell?
One single bell? Well, what I've seen in other towns, normally the bells go shit crazy if they're under attack. I don't know.
I'm gonna, if the door is unlocked, push it open. If it's locked, I'll knock on it.
All right, you try the handle. It is, in fact, locked. Seems to be what they do every time they're inside. After a few moments, the voice comes out. Who is it? It's Ismark behind the door.
Manafaa and Ghost.
The door opens slightly until he can confirm your identity with sight and then allows you to enter.
Ismark, the church bell tolled one time. Does this have meaning?
Yes, I thought I heard that. He looks a little puzzled. I haven't heard the church bell ring in years.
Would it be customary if someone were to lose someone important during a funeral for the bell to toll?
Not that I'm aware, and Donovich never rang for my father. It's very strange
true.
indeed. Shall we investigate?
Probably. Brad, where are Juniper and Rohan?
They are both inside the Burgomaster's mansion. They returned probably up to an hour before you guys.
Okay. Should we wake them up?
Yeah, so it'd be evening, but not late. Maybe 6 or 7 o'clock. Juniper and Manafaa, it's up to you what you've been doing for the last hour in the absence of Ghost and Manafaa. You'd be there with Irina and with Ismark.
Juniper would have politely excused herself to go take a nap because she has no spells left. So she wants to get those back.
All right.
Went and got some quick sleeps for the adventure.
In that case, Ghost gets
Don't.
out his mess kit and his spoon.
Yeah, Ismark informs you that they're both just upstairs in some guest rooms.
It's like, Ghost says, I get no joy out of this, and gets out a pan and a spoon and walks upstairs.
All right, you walk upstairs.
Looking at Ismark,
Yeah.
I say, do not believe him. He enjoys this part very much.
Time to get up! Bells ringing! Mysterious bells! Mysterious bells!
Juniper is like curled up in a little ball, very typical of a cat. And as soon as you start pounding, she just jumps up and all of the hair on her back, like she's on all fours. Like this is the most feline you've ever seen her. She just goes, have you entered the room or are you just standing in the hall being obnoxious?
And all, yep.
Shortly after
Not even
you
going
start,
in.
actually, you see Irina exits one of the rooms, and she's like, "Please, oh my gosh, you scared me! Please, don't do that."
Oh, I apologize, Irina. I mean, there was a mysterious bell. We have to go check it out. We're heading with your brother, and it sounded important, so I jumped the gun, and we need to get our party up and moving.
Oh, okay, please, no loud noises, though. We've been under constant assault, as you know.
Well, I cannot promise that in our adventures to come, but I will respect the rules of this house while I'm under it. And I go and I wake up Rohan.
All right. Rohan and Juniper, you have rested long enough to take a short rest, respectively.
Sweet. Still don't have my spells back, so I just yell, is this important or can it wait? Just through the door.
Manafaa! Is this important? Yell down the stairs, probably pissing off Irina again.
I'll go up the stairs. Look, the church bell rang one time. Ismark says he has not heard the church bells ring in years. We do not know what it means. We go to find out.
It's up to you.
Make sure it is not big pizdiet.
Big,
Maybe the
what? Big what? Big biscuits? What about biscuits?
I go back down the stairs.
Ghost comes to. He's like, "Let's go. Whoever's coming." And we
Boys
start
seem to
heading
be
out the door.
good friends with the priest. I'll stay here. I don't think he likes me anyways.
And I am going to be flat out useless if I come along and there's a fight, so you go have fun, dear, but I'm going to stay.
Oh, God. Okay, let's go.
Dear.
Split the party!
Oh
What's the worst that could happen?
At least
Okay.
Manafaa will remember.
Manafaa, Ghost, Ismark leads you guys out of the mansion, once again embarking towards the church. As you travel across the wet cobblestones, it's a really, really quiet evening, and it's only about a 5-minute walk before you have reached the church's entrance once more. Ismark looks back at you guys. I guess just to confirm, we're just going ahead in the church then. Looking for acknowledgement from you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
We will peer in the church. I will. Sorry, Ghost will peer in the church.
All right. Ismark pushes open one of the large wooden doors of the church, and you can see again down the hallway and then a little bit of the chapel up ahead, and it's very quiet and nothing out of the ordinary from what you had seen previously from the doorstep.
I will lead the way inside.
All right, Manafaa, you lead. Ismark follows right behind. And you enter into this hallway, walk about 30 feet or so into the main chapel. And that's where you can see, hung from a large rope connected to the bell tower, the lifeless body of Father Donovich, rope wrapped around his neck and very much deceased.
Oh. Well, make that 3 funerals in one day.
I'll go.
That's a lot even for the military.
Go cut him down.
All right. You cut him down and his body kind of falls in a heap. It's a very hefty man, as you'll recall.
Manafaa, this body isn't gonna get up and try to kill us, is it? That's been happening a lot these days. I don't really understand it, but
Eyes of the grave, just to be sure. Is this undead?
Does not appear to be undead.
No, this one will stay. I've already dug 2 holes today. I suppose it's not too much to dig a third.
Ismark says, man, that is too sad. I guess he couldn't handle his son being slain. I'll help you, Manafaa.
Very well.
and I help as well. So 3 grave diggers.
Very good. 3 grave diggers, 2 shovels.
Use my hands.
Yeah, there happens to be just a collection of caskets for whatever reason off to the side in this church, and one of them, fortunately, is large enough to accommodate the late father. You guys spend the next hour digging another plot in the grave off to the side of the 2 freshly dug ones from before. And you lower the body and the casket down into the hole.
But before we actually put him in the casket and lower him down, I would like to just give a quick search of his body, see if there's any notes written or anything.
The father did not have a single thing on him other than his like moth-eaten clothes.
Okay.
Are there any signs of foul play, scratch marks, or like anything, or was it very clearly a suicide?
Make a medicine check. Natural 20.
20.
-1.
19.
Very cool. Yeah, you are 100% confident the father took his own life.
Well, I think it'd be easier if someone else, Strahd's minions or something, snuck in and made him do this, but he took his own life, and I don't know. I can't really respect someone who takes his own life. I know it's painful, but you gotta keep living. Gotta keep going.
I think one of the most notable things from searching the body would be just the rings and the bags under his eyes. Poor guy looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. They're still puffy and red from breaking down after his son passed. The body's still warm as you put it in the air casket.
Casket.
As the casket lays at the bottom of the hole that you dug, any last respects for the father?
Ghost stands silently and kind of looks at Manafaa.
I hope you find your peace, Father.
Ismark says, Father, the Morning Lord watches over you. Keeps it short and sweet. He grabs a shovel, starts scooping dirt, filling a hole.
I join him, and when the hole is full, you two can return to the house. There is one more rite I wish to perform.
Very well.
Ismark says, I will wait for you near the front of the church. You shouldn't travel alone.
Very well.
He says, Ghost, you're free to head back if you'd like, but I'd prefer it if you stuck with me.
Is it dark?
Yeah.
I'll stay.
All right, Manafaa.
I perform my ritual, pull out the scroll, record the name, and offer a prayer. At this point, knowing that it's not working, but still got to do it. And on the way back in, did I get the sense when in the time that we've spent here that the father had a private chamber here?
Yeah, you walked past several rooms. Some of them had seemed to have collection of items. Some of them just seemed kind of dirty and neglected. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I would like to, if I can, find the father's room and see if I can find like a journal or a diary or something.
Okay. can make a perception check, or if you'd like to try and investigate a little bit, you can make an investigation check.
Manafaa, what are you looking for?
That is a natural one.
Natural one. Okay.
I was
So-
gonna say I can help you, but now
You find a room, and it has a bed. It's really dirty, straw-filled mattress. There's a small table. It has a oil lamp burning on it, and above the bed, there's a headboard, and it's a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol you recognize. As you look around, the room contains nothing of value.
Ismark, what's gonna happen to the church?
That's anyone's guess, my friend. I think I would be blessed by the Morning Lord to find another priest to take this position, and I've really got my hands full now that I'm the burgomaster. So, in time,
Yeah.
I will find out.
That's a lot on your plate. Just don't get any ideas like this guy. Pointing towards the grave in the. Yeah.
Oh, I see. You don't have to worry about that.
Good. I
About
think
this
this town
time.
needs you.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you. He nods, agreeing. At this time, Manafaa joins you guys, and Ismark motions back to the Burgomaster's mansion. Begins walking that way.
I will follow.
Guys all make
Yep.
your way back, another 5-minute walk or so through the village. And once you return inside, Ismark locks the door and says, well, you are free to hang out here in the den if you'd like. Take some rest. We have some food in the kitchen. If you'd like to help yourself, please feel free. Otherwise, we have guest bedrooms upstairs. You can each find one and take your rest. And you should leave first thing in the morning, the first light of the day.
Agreed. Ismark, is there anything else we should know about your sister before we embark on this journey? Anything that would be relevant?
Tell me what you'd like to know.
You mentioned that she was being attacked by Strahd. Are these attacks going to follow?
Please don't say his name, please.
By the devil. Sorry, I'm new here. Still getting used to it. Are there going to be devil attacks as we try to escort your sister? That's
Your
what I want to
guess-
know about.
Your guess is as good as mine. She has some degree of protection inside these walls, though didn't quite stop the devil before. I think it is certain you will meet trouble at some point. But when, what that will look like, I have but the faintest idea. My
Very
sister,
well.
she's a sweet girl. She's a little naive, but I've been working with her, teaching her some moves. I'll send her with a sword. Perhaps she can assist you if you are under assault.
We will do our best to make sure she does not have to.
She's surprised me a couple times. She has a good instinct for it.
Good.
Very well. Ghost heads upstairs. Actually, grabs some food and then heads upstairs.
All right.
This is a DM question. Did we talk about compensation? Were we going to talk about that as a party? Did we not talk about that? Did we just agree to it? I'm assuming this happened within 24 hours, so I'm pretty sure I remember.
In the last session, Rohan mentioned it to Ismark, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go off to bed after grabbing a snack.
All right. The selection in the kitchen is typical Barovian fare, Ismark informs you. There's many root vegetables, carrots, parsnips, beets, and some
Perfect.
greens, some kale, some good old Barovian kale. Grows good in low light.
Parsnips. Nice.
Sounds like a goddamn feast, if you ask me.
I know. Yeah.
Rudy.
Ghost isn't complaining. Let's just say that.
Okay. So yeah, you have rooms available to you. Are you each just retiring then for the evening?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to get up as early as possible, like first light.
Before I go upstairs, though, I'll say to Ismark, if we, in our travels, find any place with an abundance of clerics of the Morning Lord, I will point one in your direction.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And with that, I will go upstairs and retire.
Okay. Very good. Straight to bed tonight, guys?
I think one thing that Juniper does after Ghost so rudely woke her up is she'll go through her backpack, grab her second dream pastry, eat that, and then go to bed.
Damn it. Beat me to it.
She's got one more. She's got one more after this.
He was creeping in the shadows trying to get it.
Rohan, anything you'd like to say or do before you retire? You and Juniper did share some overlapping time.
I would say that probably Rohan must have slept through it, but he's going to get up early to make sure everything's ready. You know, they don't have a cart or anything, but just make sure their provisions and all their gear is set up.
Okay. Sounds good. Manafaa Ghost.
I have some things I want to do in the morning, but not in the evening.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm just going straight to sleep. Because I tried one of those pastries and it did nothing. So why would I try a second time? It's time for sleeping.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, Juniper,
Oh dear.
go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Cool, buddy.
Fail.
Yeah, I want to fail. I really want to fail.
wanna see if it's different.
Constitution. Oh no!
So hard.
All right. Roll a d4 as well, please.
A D4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trapped in your dream forever.
Shh, Paul. No.
Yes, Juniper is a vegetable forever.
Oh gosh, darn it! Roll a new character.
Yep. Game over. Happened too soon. All right. Juniper, as you drift off into dreamland, You were yearning for this experience all day long, and it just feels so good to return like the warmest blanket. You're just cuddled up in it. Just soothed like the finest tea with a little bit of beautiful honey in it would make you. And you travel far, far away from this place back to your happy place, back in Port Nyanzaru. And it seems that this dream picks up more or less towards the end of where your last dream left off. It's a beautiful, sunny, beautiful, warm evening, tropical evening in the port city. You and Fardia, your love, you are packing up your things from the beach side and heading back home. Fardia mentions to you perhaps getting a late night treat. You guys walk through the Grand Sook and get some delectable treat there. What would that be, Juniper?
You know what? It would probably be some sort of slightly caramelized smoked fish, freshly caught from the ocean, as fresh as possible for a smoked fish on a little stick.
All right. Sounds good. I was thinking gelato, but
We're cats,
but you're
dude.
a
We're
cat,
cats.
so I guess that makes a lot of sense. As you devour your beautiful treat, you are just so happy to be there with Fardia. She looks so beautiful and lit up in the moonlight. And she says, "Oh, Juniper, I I forgot. I have a little gift for you."
Did I miss something? Is it an anniversary or a birthday?
Nothing like that. It's just because I wanted to surprise you.
Yeah, you. Let's see it.
She pulls out a small box. It's a few inches wide, about that big or so. And you remove the top lid from the box, and it's a beautiful bracelet. It's gold, and it has some interesting designs in it, and a few jewels here and there. And Fardia says, "Do you like it?"
No, I hate it. Of course I like it. Darling, thank you. How
Oh,
did you get this?
don't worry about that. I'm just happy you like it because you have so many jewels, and you're not the easiest person to buy jewelry for, honestly, Juniper.
Well,
But
honestly, most people can't get it, but I'd love anything that you give me, dear.
ah, that's sweet. I did think this one was kind of cool, though, a little bit different than anything else you have. So put it on. I want to see it.
Oh, she grabs it and she just puts it right on.
Oh, great. And you guys embrace each other and continue walking back towards your home, hand in hand, on this beautiful Cholton evening. And that is where your dream concludes. And I'm going to whisper you something here.
Oh no.
Boom. Rohan, you retired pretty early in the evening. So around midnight comes around, and you are up and you are tending to some things and trying to make sure things are in order for the next day. And as you walk down the hallway, you actually meet Irina coming up the stairs. And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?"
No, my lady. I was actually just getting up. We have a long road ahead of us today.
"Oh, yes, that we do. I've got my bag packed now. Just playing the waiting game."
Do you know how we'll be traveling? Will there be a cart? Are you walking or?
believe we're going to walk tomorrow. Probably best in case we need to get off the road quickly for whatever reason.
Yes, fair. Well,
Hopefully
I
it
hope you
doesn't
can
come to
keep
that.
up.
Oh, don't worry about me. I know you're Vistani, right?
Dada.
Yeah. I know you guys are always traveling. I'm sure I'll do my best. I'm not sure I can keep up with you, but hopefully the others will keep pace more
I'm not
reasonably.
I'm not too much worried about keeping up with me. I'm trying to outpace the dead.
Right, right. Well, I'll be having my sword with me. Would you come watch this with me? I was actually just about to go look out this window over here. She motions towards the end of the hallway. This
Ye-
window is mostly broken out with the glass, but it's covered in some places with wood. And there's just a gap large enough for both of you to reasonably look through. Faces the north side of the village.
Curiosity has piqued me. Oh, what are you looking at?
All right, just one moment here. Have to consult my notes. All right. Irina says, "Oh, just wait for it. You'll see it in just oh, there it is. Beyond the church from the graveyard, you can see it's sort of up in your sight line. There's like a hill kind of behind the church. You're able to see where the cemetery would be. You see there's an eerie green light suffusing the graveyard. From this light emerges, you can just see the faint images of humanoids. A ghostly procession commences. You can barely make out the details, but Irina kind of narrates and points out certain things. That there are doughty women toting great swords, woodwise men with slender bows, there's dwarves with glittering axes, mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All of them rise up and march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second. Irina says, "This is called the March of the Dead. Happens every night."
There are so many souls. Did, is this just from the town?
No, the legend has it that these are previous adventurers who died trying to destroy the devil.
Hmm.
They say that they march all the way up to the castle and then throw themselves off the ledge and meet their demise. And they do this every single night.
Curse. Uh, with that, Rohan's skin gets a little pallid. He's getting a bit nervous. How long has this horrible procession been going on for?
All of my life, all of my brother's life. Nobody knows exactly. It's haunting and eerie, but something beautiful about it too.
Oh, I guarantee. Well, I cannot guarantee, but as far as I'm concerned, I have no business with Strahd myself.
Ugh. She
Deh.
shudders at you mentioning his name.
It is his name. You have to get over it. Can't give him any more power than he already has.
I will not say his name if I can help it.
I understand, dear girl.
Well then, I've got just a couple more things to put together. Please feel free to hang downstairs and make sure everything's in order on your side.
Will do. Make sure you get a little bit more rest before we head out.
All right. Okay, so Rohan, you go downstairs and you meet Ismark down there. He is just sitting beside a blazing fire and says, "Oh, Rohan, we did discuss compensation. The day got away from me. So much going on, you understand."
Fair enough. Out of curiosity, what happened at the church?
It's unfortunate news to share, but Father Donovich has hanged himself.
Ugh, more bad news on top of bad news. I can't wait to leave this accursed place.
Well, I pray that one day you realize that. Unfortunately for me, this is my life. But I'm the burgomaster, so I will take whatever is given to me for the people. He motions to the side, Rohan. There's a medium-sized chest. He opens the latch on the chest, and there's some silvery, like, bunch of coins in this chest, silver and gold. It's kind of a in-between color. It says, "This was a personal treasure trove my father kept. It's 500 electrum pieces. Please, this is all we can really offer, but I hope it does you well."
You said they're electron pieces?
Electrum. They
Oh,
are 5 worth 5 silver each, I believe.
That
one
is,
sides kind of get very big.
that is correct. 5 silver, 2 electrum to 1 gold piece.
Uh, Burgermaster, I think this is more than sufficient, but thank you.
That's fine. See to it that Irina makes it safely to Vallaki.
And you are staying here, correct?
I need to watch over my people. My father used to talk about St. Andrew's Cathedral. He said it was consecrated ground, free from all attacks. No dark entities could step foot in there. Perhaps that would be the first place to check out. See if Irina can find safe haven.
No offense, Burgomaster, but on all accounts, consecrated ground in this land means absolutely shit.
I pray to the Morning Lord that you are incorrect.
I pray you're successful. I assume it'd probably be best just to take her to the town, but we'll stop by and see if,
The church is within the town, my dear friend.
obviously.
Ismark and your DM look at you confused.
You passed the tests. I was testing you.
All right. Well, I will not sleep tonight. Do you need assistance gathering your things?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
All
Rest
right.
well, Burgomaster.
Very well. So several hours pass, and everybody is awake and ready to go before the sunlight, before any glimpse of the sunlight. And you guys are gathered downstairs. Everyone except Juniper. Um,
Can I
yeah.
talk to Juniper early?
Well,
okay?
yeah, sure. Please. Everyone is downstairs at this time. Actually, Ghost, go downstairs real quick. You'll have your chance. Everyone's downstairs except Juniper, and Irina. But after a short time, you hear some clanking come down the stairs, and you see Irina wearing full plate metal armor, and she's got a great sword.
Oh,
Have
Hell
I
yeah.
shown you guys a picture of Irina yet?
No.
I need to get you guys this little
well,
handout.
that changes everything.
Uh-oh. Gotta remember, Juniper's married.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Ooh.
Irina, group badass.
That's what Strahd always says too. Irina. Ooh.
Gross. Absolutely disgusting.
Okay. So she says, I'm ready to go. And she sets her bag of things down next to your guys' things. And after a few minutes, you're kind of just like, where's Juniper?
Ghost, I think you are on official waking up people duty.
I get no joy out of this, and I get out my mess kit and run upstairs happily, like this morning.
Why does he say that every time?
Because he gets the most joy out of it. Crazy fool.
So
I knock on Juniper's door. I put away the mess kit.
you get no response after waiting several moments.
Juniper! I open the door.
You see Juniper sleeping with a big dopey grin on her face.
I go over to Juniper. I want to grab my mess kit so bad, but I put my hand down and I go, Juniper. Juniper! Juniper, it's morning. Wake up.
She
Does she wake
doesn't
up?
respond at all.
I give her a shoulder shake.
How firmly would you be shaking her shoulder?
I would give her I'd give her a 8 out of 10. Pretty good.
Wow.
All right.
Boom, boom.
You do that and you do it quickly again, like 2 or 3 times. And finally, Juniper wakes up.
I put my hands up. Juniper?
What?
Juniper.
What? Yeah? What?
We are
What's
all
wrong?
ready to go, except for you. And you were sleeping, and as I came in, you had the biggest grin on your face. Having good
Wait,
dreams again?
yes, very. We're ready to go? What time is it? Like, Juniper starts getting up and starts, like, she's a little frazzled moving
Right.
around.
Ghost goes over and flings open the curtains, and light floods in. Like, it's morning. Let's go.
I am so sorry.
It's okay. What were you dreaming about, if I might ask?
Home. You know,
home.
how it goes. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Let's go. I did not. Juniper starts like frantically throwing everything in a bag.
Juniper, hang on.
What? Yeah.
And Ghost goes over and he kind of closes the door a little bit and he says, "Can I tell you something? Can I share something with you? Can we talk?"
Can this wait? I think we need to go, don't we?
This won't be long. I just wanted to say something quick.
By the way, it's not quite light outside either.
Ghost still says that anyway, like he flings it open expecting there to be light and there's nothing. And he's like,
Look.
"Yep, time to go." He keeps yeah. He's too far in to give up the charade, so can we talk though?
Yes. What's going on?
Ghost closes the door and he says, I'm concerned about the people we're traveling with. I'm concerned about being able to trust everyone here. And you said before, when I woke you up in your sleep after you got really drunk the other night, you said you were a married woman. Is that true?
She lifts up her hand and kind of rubs this very large, ornate ruby ring on her finger. Yes. Yes, it is.
So you have a husband back home?
Darling, I didn't take you for such a small-minded person. Wife.
Oh, I'm sorry. Doesn't bother me. Love is love. If you could not share this with anyone else, I, I also have a family back home. I have a wife, Gracelyn, and I have a daughter, Katerina. And I need to get back home to them. And I need to get back soon, because they probably think I'm dead. I know this is not going to be the easiest time, whatever the fuck we're doing in this realm of Strahd, but you know, things are probably going to get hard, I would imagine, if a vampire's in charge of all this. And Rohan, I like the guy. He can just leave whenever he wants, you know.
That has crossed my
The
mind,
stakes
yes.
are low. The stakes are low for him. When things get hard, who knows what he's going to do? He might just turn around and leave. Hell, if I could leave, I'd probably turn around and leave. And Manafaa, he's a good guy, but he's on his own spirit quest. I don't know. I feel like if it came down to doing whatever he thinks is right or getting home, he might choose his own path. And I'm hoping, because you need to get home. Something we take very seriously in the military are vows, and I made a vow to my wife and my family. I need to get back home, and I'm hoping I can count on you to make the right choices in this place. Maybe we can trust each other and get each other home.
Juniper just kind of stares at you for a minute. We both have the same goals. We both are in a very similar situation. I don't see why we wouldn't help each other. Did you want to do some sort of blood vow? Is that what you're asking of me, or are you asking for my help? You haven't really presented a question here, darling.
I mean, a vow's a vow. If you want it to be that, I just say, I vow to get us home. And if you want to take that vow as well, that would go a long way for me. And I'm not saying that we can't trust Manafaa or Rohan. I think we can, but I just want to make sure that I have someone that I know is going to be on the path that is going to get us home. And I think that's you. Can you make that vow?
Darling, I want to go home more than anything. I have my wife and I've got my daughter, Myra. There are other things in my life, though, that I'm starting to realize might have something to do with here. What I can promise you is that I will help you find your way home, because in the end, that's what I need to do too, but I can't promise you that I'm going to be as motivated as you. I will be very, very motivated, but I can't promise you that I will be at your level, per se.
So you're interested in this godforsaken hellhole too, huh?
Not this place. One person in particular, who I think might be able to help me, and is the very first person I've met who can. And quite frankly, I'm not willing to give that person up just yet. You have to understand, there's things that I'm not ready to tell that I need to do. But you can count on me to find a way home.
You sound conflicted. I don't know if that makes me feel any better, but okay. Thanks for the chat. Ghost starts turning to leave.
Thanks for not using the pans.
Oh, just you wait. And he slams the door.
Ah! Juniper rubs her forehead and just starts getting her things and very quickly, tries to groom her hair out a little bit, make herself a little more presentable, and quickly follow suit.
What, Ghost? Did you literally have to raise her from the dead?
Ghost has to make a quick pit stop outside really quick as well before he heads back to the kitchen.
Ismark says, Ghost, we have toilets inside.
I just, I need to train a little bit. Just 10 minutes. It's a medical emergency. The training.
What, are you going to do a 60s montage?
A little bit every day is going to go a long way, Rohan. And Ghost wants to go outside really quick.
I mean, I have a quick errand I wouldn't mind making too. 10 minutes sounds more than fair to me.
Oh, look who decided to join us.
Ah, yes. I don't apologize often, but I apologize. Normally quite a morning person. Very easy to rouse. It was a bit challenging this morning.
Juniper, upon awaking, you get the same feeling you did the day before. This intense yearning to return to that wonderful, wonderful dream. You can feel it in every fiber of your being, wishing to return.
Well, Ghost, if you're going to do your little training, I'm going to go run a quick errand. I'll be back in 10, I promise. And I'm going to run out the door and try to find the old lady with the pastries.
Wait, hold up a minute, pretty kitty. Where do you think you're going so quickly?
Errands. Would you like to join me?
Rohan looks at her kind of like knowing, yeah, she ate that last dream cake last night.
No.
Bitch. Of course I'd like to join you. Let's go.
Lovely.
Yeah, Rohan, for you, you still have that same desire. It's far less intense, but you've been dealing with it pretty much nonstop since you woke up the day before. Keep in mind here, guys, the light of day hasn't occurred yet, so it's probably like 5:30 in the morning. You're like running out to like, where's the light?
Oh yeah,
The dark.
addiction makes you do weird things.
Is everybody in this fucking party addicted to something? Oh.
Ismark actually brings it up. He's like, are you guys actually gonna be able to complete this mission?
Yes. Yes, we are.
This isn't looking good.
I have a question
Irina,
for you,
stay
Ismark.
with the gold horned man.
The old woman who sells the pastries. You know her?
I've seen her.
Do you know anyone who buys the pastries?
I've seen various commoners purchase her pastries.
Okay.
Everybody speaks highly of this woman whenever they do bring her up. They say the pastries are phenomenal.
Yeah, I tried one. It was not terrible, but not life-changing as these people seem to. Just keep an eye on it.
Well, most Barovians seem to get their fix from the good wine that we have here. But
Yes, that is more my taste.
some of them choose the pastries, it seems. And that gets them the escape that they need. All right. Ismark takes Irina off in the corner and just has both of his his hands upon her shoulders and is just kind of talking with her, chatting with her, just saying goodbyes and giving last minute brotherly advice. Rohan, Juniper, make some perception checks. Ghost, make a constitution check.
Could I
Manafaa, tell me what you need, buddy.
could I just like
Oh!
sidle over to a window to look out in the direction that Ghost went? See if I can spot him.
Okay. Ghost, how much effort
wanna-
are you putting into being stealthy about this
I am
process?
gonna train for about 10 minutes doing the same thing. That I'm gonna put a coin on a tree, go 120 feet back, and try to shoot both hand crossbows on both sides of the coin. And I'm just assuming he misses and keeps cursing, but tries to get a little bit better every time. And then does go off into the woods out of sight, or finds some type of cover from the house specifically.
All right.
And
Yeah,
does his
there's houses
ritual.
like on either side. So you could kind of just like go behind some other house. Why don't you make a
Okay.
stealth check just for that, and Manafaa make a perception check then.
Contest. I love it.
Meanwhile,
Ooh, not
Juniper,
good.
Rohan, you guys,
Shit.
you first head down a street with one another, and you don't see a thing, and you don't hear a thing, and you're like, Rohan's like, go that way, I'll go this way, and meet you around. And you guys like spread out to cover more ground, and
Bad
So you're
idea.
sprinting.
you finally reconnect with each other, and no sight of this grandmother selling her pies at this early hour.
I was about to leave. Fuck!
I know. Seriously, what are we? We can't buy these on the road. How on earth are we gonna get these?
We'll
I'm
rob.
looking for ideas. Rob somebody.
There's got to be somebody here that keeps them.
That's not a half bad idea.
Look for the most. Who's the most portly person here? Look around.
There's nobody outside right now. It's 5:30 in the morning.
No, it's a dream pastry. You have to look for the saddest person that you see that wants to escape the world and rob them.
Well, oh, is he still here? Rohan. Okay, I'll roleplay later. Oh, there he is.
No, I can hear you. I have my.
Okay. It's like, right. Okay, so we'll come back, right? We're coming back after this. We can get more later, right? It's not going to kill us till then, right?
I hope not. I have no idea, but yeah, we'll have to do that. We have no choice.
Yeah, you know. Do you think Manafaa has one more? We can see who's fast enough, who's quick enough, who can get it first.
While they're having this discussion, Manafaa steps out in front of the house and goes to find a patch of dirt and drops the dream pastry into the dirt and just stamps it down, just destroys it, and then goes back.
By the way, that athletics check was after Juniper said that. Rohan looked at her and nodded, and then just bolted.
Hey! I follow. I'll use my feline agility to run double my movement so that I get ahead of him.
Okay, so when you guys are returning to the Burgomaster's mansion, exasperated after sprinting across the entire damn village, that's when you see Manafaa out kind of in the front yard, just stomping something out.
And Manafaa, while he's stomping his pastry, looks up and sees Ghost with a little vial. And he's trying to be secret. And he kind of looks both ways. But Manafaa just happened to walk outside right at this time. And he gets out this vial and looks up, kind of holds it in a little bit of light that there is. And you kind of see this thick, viscous red liquid with all these kind of little pieces floating around in it, like little black and green specks and little, things. And he opens up the vial, kind of gives a big sigh, and then puts it on his finger, puts it in his gums. And Brad, I rolled a 12.
Right. Yeah, so seems that you're getting fairly used to the sensation at this time. As unpleasant as it is, you have retained your composure in consecutive days. And it is nothing more than a necessary evil now, but something you're aware of.
Okay. I put the vial away and I let out a big sigh that it wasn't nearly as bad as a couple days ago with Rohan's fish. And he puts the vial away and returns and kind of turns around and sees Manafaa there. And it's like, and then just puts it away and keeps walking.
Manafaa just raises one eyebrow.
It's keeps walking.
Ismark and Irina exit the Burgomaster's mansion and meet you guys out front. I assume you have your gear and things. You're ready to go at this time.
Yeah,
We're ready.
I'm carrying Juniper and Rohan's packs, and as they sprint up, I just throw them at them.
Oh, thank you, Manafaa. Where's your pack? Would you like me to carry it for you?
Oh, or I could help you. I'm strong.
The pretty kitty needs to have both her hands, available for spells, don't you?
I cast message and I say, "Fuck off, Rohan."
Ismark, we will be sure that your sister is delivered safely to the town of Vallaki, as agreed. Irina, is there anything else that you must do before we depart?
I forgot that I was Irina. She says, "No, I'm ready to go. I've got my things. I've got this sword here. The sword's like 90% of her like height wise. It's coming up to her head. It's massively oversized for her. I've got this sword, I've got my pack, I'm ready for the open road. As ready as I'll ever be.
Very well.
Ismark says, I love you, dear sister. Pats her on the back and says, I will see you soon. You can count on that. Please, go to St. Andrew's Cathedral. Seek out Father Lucian.
Burgomaster, what we talked about yesterday, as way of compensation. Did he get it, or?
Sorry, I'm confused by your question.
Did Rohan collect the compensation from the Burgomaster, or is this like a
I assume
complete the
so.
task? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So Rohan, you would have that. Manafaa, Rohan's pack is much heavier than you might expect it to be.
The hell are you lugging around in here?
That, my friend, would be our compensation for this task, and we'll divvy it out in a little bit, but I'd like to get out on the road first.
Fair enough. Manafaa starts walking, and then stops and turns and looks at Irina and is like, do you know the way to Vallaki? Which road?
Ismark, he says, just follow the old Svalich road, heading west. You'll run into the fortified town of Vallaki. It's about 12 hours journey.
Also not so far then. Very well.
I bid you guys the best of luck. Please take great care.
You as well. Be safe.
And he stands there watching you guys rank and file heading down the road within the village and heading to the village exit. And that is where we'll take a 5-minute break and we'll be back on the open road. Stay tuned. Well, we are back here at the Emerald Dragon playing Curse of Strahd this evening. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Got a lot of fun things in store tonight. Not what my players want to hear, but what you guys want to hear. And it's all about you guys, really. Am I right?
Players don't matter. Who needs players?
I mean,
Don't say
you
that.
kind of
Don't say
do
that.
need players. It's kind of it's just this weird technicality about D&D, but pretty sure it could be done without. Maybe that'll be the next campaign we run.
I know of a couple solo systems if you ever want to try them out.
Which plays D&D.
No, not D&D. There are other systems, but to the
So
topic
maybe you'll
at hand.
just tune in one night and it'll just be me playing with myself.
Oh God,
Oh,
no!
boy.
Look at bands.
No.
I meant, you know what I meant. All right.
I'm just gonna not say anything.
Our party, our fearless, courageous party,
Sure.
is departing the village of Barovia with Irina in hand. Beautiful Irina with auburn hair, with plate metal armor on now, and a longsword. She assumes a position in the middle of you guys. You guys head down the road. What might your marching order be, if any? The road is wide enough where you could walk 2 abreast, 3 abreast if you wanted to.
Juniper's gonna be walking next to Irina.
Okay.
I will walk in front.
I will
I'll
walk
take the back.
far in front.
All right. Sounds good. Are you going to be doing some scouting then, Rohan?
Yeah.
Okay. So, about 10 minutes or so brings you outside of the village. You guys depart westward on the old Svalich Road. Upon your travels, you soon pass by an empty gallows, broken cemetery, stones that you recognize from before. Everything is very quiet and eerie this morning, as only the first little glimpses of daylight have appeared. It's quite foggy on this morning and very, very chilly. Rohan, go ahead and make a perception check as we are heading down the road now. Boom. All right. So you take an extra hard look at this old cemetery, knowing that before undead hands were thrust through the earth and attacked you. You're super confident that nothing of the sort could happen on this fair morning. And much to the relief of your companions, you continue
Those
on.
shoots into the ground. I saw one.
You hear a little bush rustle in the wind. You continue onward about an hour or so, and there you find the familiar bridge which you passed over previously. Looking down the roaring river below, and as you guys are making your way across the bridge, a light drizzle of rain occurs. Shortly thereafter, another hour or so of travel brings you to the crossroads, which before you had taken a right to head through this wooded section to reach the Ser Pool encampment where the Vistani have set up their tents. The sign, however, reads Vallaki, going in the other direction this time. I assume you guys travel the left fork.
That would be to the west, right?
That would be, yes, to the west. You guys head that direction, and it's another few hours travel. The terrain is becoming more mountainous. You guys are gaining an elevation, and it's a bit laborsome to continue on this trek. But nevertheless, you press forward in your day's journeys. The path winds its way through the Svalich woods, and you hear the howl of a wolf every so often from nondescript point far away, just setting the mood and putting you at unease. As you guys round the bend and head downwards down the slope, it is here where you find yourself at another bridge crossing. You follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of the mountain, and it ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley the opposite way. And this is where you guys currently are. You've traveled about 5 or 6 hours at this point.
Have you ever made it this far out, Miss Arena?
No, I've never been outside the village.
Hmm.
This is all new to me.
Awfully beautiful.
It is beautiful in a dreadful sort of way, isn't it?
Dreadful. Not a fan of nature?
I'm not a fan of hearing the wolves howling.
That's true. I think I was mostly referring to the waterfall, but the wolves, not that great.
Oh, yeah, wow, look at that waterfall.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, it is very nice. I guess we should look for beauty and recognize it wherever it occurs.
It's easy to take things for granted considering your situation.
Mr. Rohan, when you're up front watching out for to see what's ahead, what exactly do you look for?
To be honest, really what I'm looking for right now are ravens, perhaps, or crows.
Why are you looking
The
for
odd
birds?
collection of. Didn't you know? The devil, his spies are in the birds.
Hmm. I've not heard that.
It's an old Vistani saying that the crows and ravens, or maybe it's just the crows, they are his spies. Same with wolves, from what I was told.
That's interesting. I knew it was bad luck to kill a raven. People say that often.
Yeah, that is something I've heard too. You know, I'm actually not from Barovia, but my family, we camp outside of it, but I guess.
You would know that there's rumors then of some of your kind within these lands also being spies of the devil, right?
Dada, yes, I've heard of such things. And it makes sense, all things considered, but as far as I'm concerned and what I know, most Vistani like to stick to themselves and not play in the politics of Barovia.
Hmm. Well, Ismark and I did discuss, but we decided you must be trustworthy as you're from the outside.
I appreciate that for not judging me too quickly just because I'm Vistani.
Well, shall we continue forward?
You tell me, how do you feel? Do you think you can continue the journey?
Yes, I can go for a few more hours.
Everybody else is in agreement?
Yes.
Cross the bridge guarded by stone gargoyles. Nothing can happen, right?
Hey, if you look, the moss is thick. They probably will not come to life and eat us.
I severely hope you're right.
I'm wishing you didn't say that.
What? It is reassuring.
Those come
They have been there
they come to
for
life?
Well, no, but they have been not moving for long enough for moss to grow very thick. So they have not stopped other travelers.
Ghost draws both his crossbows and points them at the gargoyles as we start to move forward. Very slowly.
Ghost, for someone with such a name, you are afraid of many things.
I have fought the worst people in the entire world. Murderers. Horrible, horrible people. But I have not dealt with this shit coming to life and hands coming out of the ground and people that are vampire. I didn't know this stuff really unnerves me. This is nothing like I've ever encountered.
Fair enough. Would you prefer I take the lead? It's okay, I will keep you safe. And I start walking across the bridge.
You bastard. And I walk next to him. But behind him.
Manafaa, make a probability check since you said the gargoyles are probably not going to come and kill you. I'm just kidding.
No.
Would you like
Maybe
me
a
to roll
D100.
D100?
No, just a joke. Because you guys continue across the bridge, and in true D&D fashion, it's always a bit nerve-wracking to cross the bridge, isn't it? But you guys walk past. It's a bit slippery with the misty morning, and you get the creeps when you look at these gargoyles, just expecting them, anticipating at any moment they might reach out and just swipe you with their claws. But
Can I do
watch
something?
you silently. Yes, Juniper.
I'm gonna stand like 10 feet behind Ghost next to Irene, Irina, and lean over and say, "Hey, watch this." And I'll cast message on Ghost and say, "I am the gargoyle of the bridge. Why do you walk across me?"
I shoot one of the gargoyles immediately.
Ghost, yeah, your bolt ricochets off of the stone gargoyle and falls 1,000 feet down. Down
You
the
guys
water.
hear that? Damn it. That one spoke.
Sierra, I think you're dreaming.
Doesn't look like it's moving. I probably killed it. Let's keep going. It's safe.
All right. You guys continue onward. About 30 minutes. An hour passes before you see there's a dirt road, the one you're traveling on. It splits in two, and one of the forks widens out to the east. As you guys approach this further, you see that there's patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the eastern branch was once an important thoroughfare. You guys continue just a little bit more. There you see a black carriage. The black carriage is behind two black horses. The door of the carriage opens silently, and out steps a tall man wearing noble attire. He looks formidable, wearing large plate armor, the sword at his side. A crimson cape flows behind him. Black hair pulled back in a widow's peak. And you can see, as he adjusts a necklace, he's got long fingernails coming out to claws. And that's when you see for the very first time, he is very, very pale, unnaturally pale. He stands there. He walks towards your group. And that's when you see from the wooded area behind the carriage a pair of red amber eyes. And then another. And then another. And then too many to count. Out of this wooded area steps 6 giant wolves the size of horses, snarling, their haunches raised as they flank this figure, 3 on either side, as he approaches you. I'll give you guys a handout really quick.
Eyes of the Grave, just to be sure.
Oh yeah, very, very undead.
This is sooner than I was expecting to see him.
All right, I can't get this to work for some reason, this handout. He approaches your group, staring intently at Irina, standing about 30 feet away. The tension is so thick you think you could slice it. As he stares at Irina, finally, he speaks. Lady Kolyana, my condolences on your father's passing. Irina looks petrified, mortified, in shock. She says nothing. Several more tense moments go by. The man looks at you guys. You can feel as he makes eye contact with each one of you, this immeasurable weight upon you, as if you are prey being hunted down and you're defenseless. And finally, as he moves his eyes to the next one, you can relax a little bit and take a breath. He says, the Outliers. I've heard much about you. I am Count Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of Barovia. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last.
We know who you are, and it is no pleasure of ours. Why are you here?
He looks at you, and a wry smile comes across his face. He says, my child of Vistani. Very interesting. Rohan, is that correct?
Uh,
I have seen some of your skills. Very impressive.
how long have you been watching us?
He does not answer you, still just smiling, a smirk on his face. He does a brief motion with his fingers. Rohan, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's definitely a save. That's a save.
Oh no.
All right. Rohan, you are
DC 4.
charmed. You regard Strahd as a trusted friend.
Did we see him cast a spell?
You can make a perception check if you want. It's very subtle.
May I also make a perception check?
Okay, sure.
Lord Strahd,
15.
I assume that you are here because of our task.
Manafaa, is that correct?
It is.
Servant of Jergal.
Just nod slowly.
Not too many people are familiar with the work of Jergal. It is a pleasure that you're in my realm now. Although, if I had to guess, you're not finding as much pleasure. Make a wisdom saving check, Manafaa.
Whew.
All right. You feel a little, maybe tickle in your senses, and you're able to shrug that off. Strahd smiles. He says, I must extend my thanks. You have agreed to transport the Lady Kolyana. It is a noble thing. These roads and this land is quite dangerous. I hope you will find your stay here to be most interesting. And you, Miss Jet. I've seen many things from you. Quite impressive, I must say.
Thank you.
What do you wish to find here, Miss Jet?
Juniper just kind of cocks her head at him. May I inquire as to why you want to know?
As you say that, the haunches on some of the wolves on either side raise up and they start snarling at you like they're ready to pounce at any moment. Strahd raises a hand. They immediately relax once more. Well, it is my duty to welcome all those who enter my lands, and I want to be as accommodating as possible. Make a wisdom saving throw, Juniper.
Mm-mm-mm. Come on.
All right.
That's 2 nat ones I've rolled. 2.
Juniper, you are charmed. As he continues staring at you guys outside of Rohan and Juniper, there's a primal sense of fear that you just cannot shake every time his gaze falls on you. He says, well, I must apologize for some of the folk tales and things people say about me. They're not all true. Tell me, what have you heard? Looking at you, Ghost.
Well, we heard some legend from the Vistani about some prince that was protected by the Vistani and welcomed into a land. It could be you, I'm not sure. But I've heard only terrible things. The people of Barovia call you devil. Honestly, I don't really care. I'm not supposed to be here. So if you could just open up a little gate and let me go home, I would be most obliged. Otherwise, I mean, I kind of want to know your end game here. What am I doing here? What are we doing here?
In such a hurry to leave. Why is
It's been
that?
great. It's been great. I've really enjoyed my time here, but, I got things to do back home. People
Are
to
you
kill, people
so
to see,
eager to return to your military days?
Those days are behind me. I'm eager to return back to retired life.
Interesting. Well, I must say, I have heard much about you, Mr. Hightower. I'd be eager to pick your brain sometime and discuss combat strategies.
Whatever gets me home.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
All right, Ghost.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
boy.
are charmed.
What?
Wow.
What?
This is Strahd.
I thought he had DC like 12. Come on.
Okay, well, allow me to welcome you properly into Barovia, then. Young Vistana, please approach.
All right, absolutely, Strahd. Whatever you say.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Man. You should definitely go with him.
I mean, I think he might be our only way out. Yeah, I trust him.
Rohan just kind of waltzes up over to Strahd. It's no big deal.
And nothing has changed. Manafaa is still shaking his head at us three.
Rohan, Strahd says, your head to the side, please. And
Left or right, boss?
your choice.
I think my right side's better, so I'll tilt to the left.
Very, very well. You guys watch on as Strahd takes Rohan the side of his head and takes a big old bite on Rohan's neck. Rohan,
Oh,
you are going to take, let's see here. Ten points of piercing damage. And 12 points of necrotic damage.
So many.
Your maximum hit point is reduced, equal to the necrotic damage taken. Strahd wipes his mouth.
oh.
Excellent. Please, my friend, return to your group.
Rohan, yeah.
You're dreary. You're a bit pale after that, a little woozy, walking away. Visions blurry.
Oh.
Miss Jet, please approach.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. She'll start marching forward.
As you approach, the dire wolves on either side of Strahd are just dying to get at you, snarling, baring their fangs. And Strahd once again lifts his hand, and they immediately fall back in line, quiet.
Cute puppies.
Miss Jet, please. Strahd, once again, as you guys all watch on, takes a chomp down on Juniper's neck. Interestingly, because she is a Tabaxi, he kind of parts some of the hair
A little fluffy.
on her neck. Takes a big old gulp of your blood. It's going to be 8 points of piercing damage,
Love it.
6 points of necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum is going to reduce by 6 points.
That was lucky.
That was very lucky.
This is... I love welcoming visitors to Barovia. Now, Mr. Hightower, please approach.
Ghost walks forward slowly and has his neck like over already.
Strahd bends down and he's about to sink his fangs into your neck. And Manafaa, you can see a inquisitive look comes over his face, and he smells. Your blood is poison. I don't want anything to do with this. That is okay, my friend. He slaps you on the shoulder.
Are you sure? You offend me, Strahd. I mean, my friend's got to be bitten. You must still be thirsty.
I have made up my mind. Please return.
Ah! Damn it. I walk back.
He didn't like your
Upset.
blood.
Yeah, Juniper and we're just laughing like children. Haha.
Well, Gold One. Approach.
And if I do not?
Well, that would be quite offensive indeed, now wouldn't it?
Yeah, Manafaa, don't be rude. He just wants to say hi.
Manafaa, I'd give anything to be in your place. You want to trade?
I'm sure you would.
Quite nice, Dig. You should really try.
It's worth noting, too, Irina has just been in complete shock. She hasn't even moved.
It is not my intention to be rude, Lord Strahd. However, I do not want to compromise the mission we have undertaken. Surely you understand.
Very well, then. Your choice is made. He stares at you, Manafaa. It seems like an eternity before he finally breaks the gaze, looks at the other group. You can feel this weight off of you as soon as that occurs. He turns and walks back to his carriage before stopping and turning around, and he says, "You know, I am a very gracious lord. So I hesitate to do this, knowing that it might get us off on the wrong foot. But if there's one thing I cannot tolerate in my lands, it is rudeness. Therefore, I will give you 3 minutes before they come after you." He turns to the dire wolves and he says, "Make him bleed," pointing at you, Manafaa. Before he turns around, enters his carriage, and departs off the road to the east.
Come visit us again sometime.
God, 3 minutes. Strahd is so generous. He's like
Yeah.
the best guy I know.
Yeah,
I
we can
mean-
walk a long time.
The wolves are standing in formation 30 feet away from you, snarling, licking their chops, waiting like eager dogs to get the release command. And they're
Are we
all
still
staring
charmed?
at Manafaa. What do you guys do?
Are we still charmed?
You guys are still charmed.
Irina's not wearing a helmet, right?
Correct.
Alright, I'm gonna take my gauntlet and bash it against one of her shoulder plates for, like, noise and contact. Come, we go.
Yes, we got it. We gotta run. We gotta run.
Which way? We should probably go. 3 minutes was generous, but we should still go.
Manafa's already heading west. Like, following the
Okay.
same trail.
We
Alright.
run.
Doubling back would not do any good.
Dang, we're not gonna play with the puppies.
I grab Juniper and say, we need to get out of here and run.
Okay. I follow.
Much of a stand-up guy that Strahd was, his dogs are assholes. Let's get out of here.
They look hungry.
Okay, so you guys are running as fast as possible down Svalich Road, heading west.
Yes,
As
and
fast as a dying person can go, yes.
I would like to please be keeping an eye out for some place that maybe could be hastily fortified or at least make a good last stand position, because we cannot outrun those wolves.
That is
Right.
true.
Right. So, make a survival check, Manafaa. As you guys are running to the west, you once again run through a set of gates, a pair of gates rather that swing open, much like the ones you met when you first entered Barovia. You guys run through the gates and find yourself again with woods on either side. And Manafaa, you are just looking crazily for any place within this wooded area which might be of refuge. You guys are running,
Did the gates-
running.
Did the gates magically swing open? Can they be boarded or closed?
I'm sorry, they're already open.
Can we close them?
Make some athletic checks.
Okay. Do they look like insanely heavy, or I'll just
they're
assess it by grabbing it. Sure.
yeah, it's gonna take a lot. I'll say it that way.
Okay. Does it make any progress with that first
With a 10, no.
Should we keep running or should we try to close this?
Somehow I doubt it will stop them.
Okay. Should we ambush them at the gate?
That is not worst idea I've ever heard.
I'll say about a minute has gone by at this point.
If we stand
Are the gates
in the gate as soon as...
Sorry, go ahead, Ghost.
Yeah, I can shoot them through the gate. I can shoot them a long ways away. were to fight them, this would be a time that we really need a tactical advantage. Surprise or range or something. Not just head on. Should we go? Carefully?
You hear another wolf.
I mean, I thought we were going to wait half an hour.
Perhaps we wait just a bit, see if they come back.
Don't hate that idea. Maybe long enough to
Very
take
well.
a short rest?
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you.
You guys wait some time in the trees, and within that time, everything falls quiet, other than the typical ambience of the cursed Svalich woods. You don't hear or see any sign of these wolves, presumably still out there. When Irina says, are they gone?
It seems that way, but I do not know for sure.
Oh my god. Oh, this is awful.
Wait. If I am told, if I am remembering rightly, the devil is seeking you, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Why did he not take you then?
I have no idea. I don't know. Oh my god.
I know it's a painful topic, I am sorry, but this is unusual.
That is good observation, Manafaa. I wondered the same thing. Why not just kill us all? He could do it
He
easily.
does not even have to kill. You three are all best friends of his now, apparently.
Well, you would be too
As-
if you just trusted him.
Yeah, if you just got to know him. Uh,
Yeah,
I've fought a lot of yeah. I've encountered a lot of evil people in my day. Killed many of them. Some of these people, it seems, just want to play with their food. They enjoy the game. Seems like this guy's one of them.
I will not try to think like centuries-old vampire. I do not think it will go well for my head.
Well, should we keep going? Keep an eye out for wolves? I don't know what we're gonna do sleeping tonight. How far do we have to go?
Yeah, we have traveled, what, 5.5 hours?
Yeah, that's right.
We have 6 hours to go. We either march through or we sleep in trees. It is pretty silly seeing us all perched up in trees like flock of birds.
I mean, I don't mind heights, so this is quite comfortable for me. The rest of you look very silly.
I'm gonna start, assuming that enough time has passed for them to get their short rest, I'm going to start clambering down from the tree.
Gonna
Okay.
roll my hit die.
Sounds good.
Back up to full.
Yes, so Juniper and Rohan, you are unfortunately going to have your hit points reduced. That's until I tell you otherwise.
Not so
Nice
good for
rolls,
Rohan
dude.
there.
Oh no!
Man, I can barely even see that neck wound. Wow, that healed right up. 3 hit points.
Wait, Rohan, what is your maximum hit points now? Because you lost 12.
12. 12 is my maximum.
I have you now.
I am no more, how would you say, close range combatant.
So Rohan, you're the wilderness guy. What do you think? These wolves? Can we outrun them, or should we follow behind them and keep an eye out? What should we do?
Well, we definitely cannot outrun the wolves. And their sense of smell is so great that they could track us for a long time. Honestly, the best thing would be to wait until a strong wind or maybe some rain and then leave, but at this
I
point,
suppose I don't care either way.
We do not know how long that will be. And, sitting in tree for next 3 days is not exactly my favorite idea.
I'm with Manafaa. Let's keep going. Carefully.
Right.
You hear another wolf's howl from the distance.
Alright, yeah, let's keep going.
Follow that howl!
Was the howl in the direction of that we were traveling?
Make a perception check. You're still a bit uncertain. Generally speaking, you would say it's from the direction you intend to head.
We will
We keep going. Go ahead.
proceed carefully, I think.
Okay. Well, back on the road again, guys. How do you feel? We're going to take a 5-minute break. Whew. That was a little intense. Oh yeah, brothers. We're back here at the Emerald Dragon. Ah! On the open road again. We just met Strahd. We're heading out again. Hope there's no wolves.
Hope the rest of the
Woof.
party doesn't slit my throat in my sleep.
We're gonna get matching T-search that says Strahd Squad.
Please don't.
Yeah, absolutely. Strahd Squad. Here we go. That's the new group name.
Strahd Squad! I love it.
Nice. I could get behind that. Maybe we should start a Kickstarter. All right, chat. Let us know if we need to get that Kickstarter going. If you want some T-shirts, Strahd Squad.
heels touch ground when Strahd Squad in town.
Oh my god.
Squat like
no.
Strahd.
Yes. Yep. Only $30 for a T-shirt. All right.
Our first merch.
You, you guys find your ways down from the trees, back on the road once again, and depart once more to the west, heading towards Vallaki. You guys, at which rate would you be traveling at this time? Fast, slow?
Probably fast.
Juniper tries to go medium, but they keep pulling her along to go fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say after what Rohan and Juniper went through, probably medium.
Yeah, I think we need to keep our eyes open for these wolves and listen, so I'd vote medium.
Probably find a good place to set up camp. Are these Oregon Trail paces?
Well, just for your guys' information, at fast paced, you'll have a penalty to your passive wisdom. and perception checks. And at you'll be able to travel about 4 miles in an hour at a fast pace. At a normal pace, you'll be able to travel about 3 miles in an hour. And at a slow pace, it's about 2 miles in an hour, but you're able to use stealth if you wish.
How far do we have to go?
You've been traveling about 6 hours at this point, and Ismark said it was a 12-hour journey. So you're about midway to Vallaki.
I assume
Do we
that
know
any
miles?
travel estimates would be at a normal pace. But that is an
Correct.
assumption.
Yes.
So 4 hours at a normal pace?
So
No, okay.
Well,
Like
6 hours at a normal, but 3 at fast, right?
No,
Something like that.
it'd be so 6 hours at normal would be like 4 at fast.
Mhm.
4 or 5. Because it's only 1 mile an hour faster.
Right.
yeah, and then after 8 hours of travel in a day, if you want to continue forward, you're going to be suffering some exhaustion.
Perhaps
And we're
I
still
think we're camping,
charmed.
guys.
perhaps normal for the remainder of the day.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're definitely camping. I do not want to face these wolves at night.
Woof.
Well, being that you departed at the first morning light, it is about midday at this time. You can see just the faintest little bit of where the sunshine would be shrouded in the misty skies above, just high above you to indicate midday. So traveling further at a normal pace, after about a half hour, the woods on either side open up and you continue and you start to descend from the mountain a bit until eventually the old Svalich Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you can see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, far off in the distance. The lake waters appear dark and still. One branch of the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. That is where you guys currently are.
I was going to ask about that windmill.
Does this windmill look abandoned?
Make a perception check.
Only 10.
It's hard to tell from this distance. It's still a bit away from where you are.
The windmill was mentioned in Durst Manor, right?
Was it?
Well, oh,
Yes. There was a
it
windmill.
was.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Juniper takes out her backpack and searches through it and pulls out, I believe, the deed to said windmill.
That's correct.
Oh wow.
The way it's described in the deed appears to be the same one.
We have the deed to the house and the windmill.
I guess we
separate?
own a windmill.
Whoa.
Yes, I believe so.
Perhaps we can camp there for the night if it is abandoned.
Want me to scout it out?
We might be able to
I'm a
make
bit sneaky.
We can make it to the town, I think. Unless we want to enter first light.
I do not know if traveling in the dark is a good idea, and I believe the town is far enough away that we would still have to push through and take exhaustion to reach it today.
Sure. I want to check out the windmill either way.
Irina says at this time, please, I'd really prefer if we can keep going. This windmill, I don't know. Do we need to take this detour?
How far?
I mean, unless you want to. Oh, I was just unless you want to risk another attack or not making it one piece, it might be a better idea to take a nap. Get a little more energy back.
Make a persuasion check.
How far away is the town, Brad? 6 hours,
Come
and it's like
on.
midday, so we'd get in at 6 p.m.
Yep, after nightfall.
It's close.
8.
Irina seems not terribly convinced. She looks at Rohan.
I have to say that I agree with Irina on this. Something about this windmill doesn't sit well with me. Having a hard time recalling it.
Well, perhaps we drop off Irina and then check out the windmill later. That's fine with me.
Yeah, how far off the trail is the windmill? Like, how much of a detour would it be?
Actually not that far. It looks like within a mile.
I mean, it's so close, and we have the deed. Just a quick peek.
Irina, you are okay traveling at night? We're cutting it close. This windmill might be the best place to stay.
Make a persuasion check, Ghost.
My specialty.
I have a +5, so we'll see how you do. I hate this. I hate everything that is happening. You're a better Juniper.
We should stay in this windmill, okay?
Irina says, okay, sure, let's go.
Wait, are we going along with this? Is this what's happening?
Might as
How
well.
about we get to the windmill, we check it out, see if it is a suitable place to stay, if it's safe, and if it doesn't look good, it feels haunted, we get the hell out, and we have to choose when we get there anyway, right?
Sounds good to me. Juniper just starts walking towards the windmill.
Okay. Irina follows you, Juniper. You guys make
the
your
windmill.
way. You
Before
said to the windmill?
To the windmill.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Rohan, please.
I say before Irina decided to go up walk up to the windmill or walk towards it, Rohan grabs her hand and says, "Why are you worried about this windmill?"
I'm not worried about the windmill per se. I'm just eager to reach Vallaki. I feel so exposed out here on the road.
Okay. I guess we'll go. Something doesn't sit right with me, though. Something very bad.
If it will ease your mind, Irina, obviously, the lord of this land could have taken you before he did not. So at least from his hands, I think for now you are safe.
Okay. I trust you guys. Well, at least you, Manafaa.
Smart.
What?
You guys...
Look at this. This is a trustworthy face right here. Come on. I'm not hiding anything.
Strahd trusted me. Why don't you?
Oh boy.
Irina smiles at you, Ghost, and it's a particular smile that only a noble could pull off, really. Someone from a noble background. She smiles at you, and you get the sense that she's saying, like, F you, without words. Just like,
Well, nobility. Let's go.
As you approach the windmill down the winding path, you see that the onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. There's a decrepit wooden platform that encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Here's a picture of said windmill.
Wow.
Is the door to the windmill open?
It is not open at this time.
Look at
As
our
you
beautiful
guys-
windmill, guys.
As you guys approach the windmill even more, you can see perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you. Seems to be agitated. It squawks a few more times, lifts off from the door, and flies above you guys. And it's kind of like dive bombing Juniper for some reason.
Why?
Birds do not like cats.
It seems to take a locket of your hair, Juniper.
Can I try to bat it out? Can I try to bat the bird out of the sky?
Sure. Make a contested roll against that 17.
Strength or can I use acrobatics? Can I
yeah.
use my cat-like agility to jump? Okay.
Dexterity based.
Acrobat. Fuck.
You try to bat the bird away, but it seems to take some of your hair and then fly away.
Can I cast Ray of Frost on it?
Sure.
Frostbite. Sorry. Frostbite.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Sorry, getting buttons. Come on. Load.
Rohan,
Sorry,
is this one
not loading.
Is this one of Strahd's ravens? One of his spies?
That's
7.
not gonna do it, Juniper.
I just rub my head. Look really grumpy. Aye. Anyone know why a crow would steal hair? Is it trying to make a nest or something? I don't know much about birds.
Well,
At least not these ones.
you are a user of magic. What could you do
Yes?
with someone's hair?
Oh, fuck.
It is odd thing for Bird to take. Maybe Bird is working for somebody. That only
Juniper just kind of stares.
that only occurs
Ghost
to me
fling.
now.
Ghost flings open the door. Woof.
All right. Ghost, you fling open the door. And there you see A woman is in this door. She turns and looks totally startled. She looks to be about 50 years old or so. Very, not the nicest looking lady. Very, very homely, a bit frumpy. She's wearing old clothes. Her hair's kind of dirty, but looks like she tried to make an effort to be somewhat presentable today, but not really. Within this room, before she speaks, you can see there is an oven of sorts with a little fire going in the corner. You can see there are various ingredients seem to be strewn about in this somewhat this kitchen area. And you see on the windowsill a rack that has 4 small pastries.
Oh no.
And this woman says, "Oh my gosh, who are you?"
I was gonna ask you the same thing. You're in our windmill.
Your windmill? What in the hell are you talking about?
Juniper.
I walk in.
Ghost puts
And
his
just-
hand back. Like, give me the deed. Give me the deed. Ghost
I
takes
give
the
it to
deed
him.
and says,
Ah!
This is our windmill.
What in the hell are you talking about, sir? You busted up into our house and you're talking about all this nonsense?
Isn't this the windmill in the deed? We came into a windmill and we figured there's not many windmills in this land, and isn't this the windmill?
Oh my.
I kind of poke my head around the door. I apologize for my friend's rudeness. Ghost, you do not barge into people's homes. It is very rude.
Does the name Durst mean anything to you?
Never heard that name before. Look, I don't know what's going on here, but we have this windmill was abandoned for centuries before my grandmother came to live here. I do not know what you are going on about, but this is our home.
Well, unfortunately, we have the deed to this windmill, but we would be open to hearing your story, and we might not evict you immediately. So, if you can tell us a little bit more about you.
Leave my house, sir. Leave my house right now.
Well, read this deed. This is your windmill, right? And I walk up.
I am not interested to read your deed, sir. Please leave my home.
What are you cooking
Tell
over
your
there?
friend to leave, please.
Ghost, what are you doing?
This is our windmill. What?
What, do you plan to live here? You want to go home as soon as you possibly can. What is point of even trying to kick them out of this place they have been living?
We had it. That was an angle. I don't know. I was trying to find out information.
You are
Please,
shit at that.
I am open to talking with you guys, but he needs to wait outside.
Very well. Ghost leaves.
Kind of peeks inside. What is happening?
She takes a deep breath. She sort of straightens out her apron. Welcome to my home. Would you like to buy some pastries? We've got some fresh out of the oven.
For reference, Rohan was standing outside because he didn't want to go into the windmill, and then he heard the word pastries.
Rohan, right before you heard the word pastries, you thought you caught a scent of something that you thought must be impossible. The sound or the smell of freshly baked pastries wafting through the air as the door is left open. Yes, we make the best pastries. Please, would you like to try some?
These wouldn't happen to be those delightful dream pastries that we picked up in the last town, would it be? Barovia?
Oh, you're already familiar. You must have met my mother.
Charming. Absolutely. Yes. No. How many do you have at the moment?
How many pastries? Well, we got a batch in the oven right now. About 10 we can sell.
And how much are you asking per?
Oh, the standard rate, just 1 gold each.
If I buy all 10 of them, would you be willing to do 7?
Make a persuasion check, Juniper. The dream pastry bartering tabaxi.
I'm from Port Nyanzaro, baby.
Yeah.
Everything's a
I know,
barter.
it's so great.
Come on, I've been rolling like crap. Okay, come on.
Rohan is happy about that.
I want to
Well-
use my real dice.
I'll make you a deal. How about a little discount, since you are more pleasant than your companion outside? We'll call it 9. You'll get 1 on the house. Does that sound okay?
Sounds perfect. And I hand over 9 gold pieces.
Perfect. She says, okay, well, if you just hang out a little while till these are done baking, then I can pack them up and you guys can be on your way.
Well, actually, on our way, we were actually hoping, and we don't want to intrude as much as possible, but it's getting dark and it's a little ways away from our town. We were under the impression that this windmill was abandoned, considering that we have the deed. Would you mind very much sharing your roof with us for tonight?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I would mind. We don't have many visitors here stopping by, and I mean, you understand, right? A band of
Motley characters.
yes,
A motley crew.
bus into our home and then request to stay the night. I'm sorry that.
Only one of us did the busting, I must admit, and I'm sure he's more than happy to apologize for it. But we wouldn't be any bother, just up in the attic perhaps on a hayloft, something, just so that we don't have to deal with the more than unpleasant things that roam around at night. You won't even notice we're here.
Well, I must insist that this is not the place to stay this evening.
I look at Manafaa. Cast a message. I'm like, I don't feel like intruding.
Yeah.
As she's telling you this too, she's like, when she said she doesn't have guests very often, she's kind of like, it's pretty tight in this room with the 3 of you and your big packs, and she's kind of like making taking pains to try and clean up a little bit to make it look a little bit presentable now that she does have guests, but she's still.
Can I roll or try and get just like a general sense of her demeanor? Like, obviously we startled her bursting into the kitchen, but now Juniper's bought some pastries, and just kind of get a sense of like what she's feeling right now.
Sure, make an insight check.
Only an 8.
I mean, I think it'd be fairly easy to kind of, you get the sense that, firstly, she was startled. Then she makes a transaction, and now she's got guests in her house, which is clearly making her uncomfortable. She's trying to make it look presentable. She'd probably prefer if you left sooner than later. That's her general disposition, but she's being polite.
Yeah. You have asked answers. No, this is no problem. We keep traveling.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind, then you can wait outside, and These pies will be done in maybe 20 minutes or so.
Of course. We do not wish to intrude. Come.
Follow out.
All right.
Go.
Ghost is writing on the windmill with his quill and ink, property of Strahd squad. in very nice calligraphy, like impeccable.
Ghost, please stop vandalizing their home.
This is ours, and I think Strahd would be really impressed if we reclaim this. Like the Raven, I didn't want to make it upset.
Maybe you could send him a letter telling him we got him a new windmill?
Well, an old windmill.
By the way, what is that delicious smell? What was inside?
Juniper just kind of smiles. I think you know what's inside, dear. You recognize that smell, don't you?
I've been smelling that since like 3 days ago. I feel like I've smelled it everywhere. Is that really what it was?
Indeed.
Excuse me. Rohan goes and walks inside the lighthouse and the windmill.
I don't tell him that I bought him out.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, pleasure. My friends were telling me that you have pies for sale.
Unfortunately, we're fresh out today.
Fresh out. No, really. You have pies?
Might have like a leftover one from a couple days ago, but you don't want that, do you?
No, I'll take it. I don't care how old they are. I'll take them.
Oh. Okay.
These are the dream pies from the old cranky woman in Barovia, right?
That would be my mother.
Yeah, she's very rude. But these are the same ones, yes?
These are the same pies, indeed. And my mother is a sweet lady. I don't know how you got that impression.
Transactional issues that we had. Don't worry about it. But I'd like to buy it, please. Here, take my silver. He digs through the coffer of silver that the burgomaster gave him before they left on their mission.
Okay. That will be... I only have 2 left. But I'm still going to charge you 2 gold. Even though they're old.
That's no discount?
How rude was my mother again? Would you like to tell me more about it?
I mean, this is a customer service issue. If I have a customer service problem, shouldn't I get the discount?
Would you like any pies at all, sir?
Would you like a bad review?
Make a persuasion check.
I'm going to share these pies with my friend, Strahd.
You were friends with...
Yeah, we met just a little bit ago. He's a really nice guy. I don't understand why everyone's freaking out all the time.
Interesting. Make a persuasion check, Rohan. I'm afraid I must insist. These will be 2 gold pieces, please.
I'm gonna tell Strahd you charged him a gold piece for an old dream pie, but yes, fine.
You're bringing these directly to the devil himself?
I'm giving him one. I was hoping we'd share them.
Oh. Well...
No, it's fine. I will pay your 2 gold pieces, and you can give me the...
You have to give him a fresh one. At least. Look, I will give you one of these fresh ones, but you have to give it to him.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll put an old one in this other batch.
It'll be a personal delivery. I promise.
Okay. Well, We'll make it 1 gold, 5 silver, please.
And he willingly just throws his money at her.
All right. Some of your money like clinks off of some ingredient jars that are kind of strewn about the room. So, all right then. Well, here's one off the windowsill, and here's this older one for you, and here's your 2 pies. And you just tell your friend that these other pies will be ready in 10 more minutes or so.
What friend?
What'd you say?
What friend? Wait, what other pies?
Oh. Well, your friend, the Tabaxi, is that what they're called?
That's fucking...
She just bought all these pies.
I'm sure she did. Thanks for the pies. And he turns and walks off.
While we're waiting for the pies.
Freaking meth addicts fighting over drugs.
While we're waiting for the pies, just kind of out of boredom, Juniper's just gonna start like walking around the windmill, kind of taking a look at it, seeing if there's anything interesting.
Okay. Yeah, the windmill, it definitely looks like it's seen better days. Like I said, it's leaning, and there are bits of rubble kind of that once were part of the structure strewn about the ground. Nothing particularly interesting other than the oldness of the windmill. As you're walking around the windmill, however, in the distance, you see that there are large stones arranged kind of off on a hilltop somewhere away, like some megaliths.
How far away?
Maybe like a quarter mile, half a mile.
This is so stupid. I'm gonna cast a message to Manafaa. I'm gonna say, hey, there's some interesting glyph type things down here. I think I'm gonna go take a look. Follow if you want. It's only about half a mile away. I shouldn't be too long. You can respond.
Why are you running off on your own?
Curiosity killed the cat, I suppose. Send another message.
We should stick together. We have mission to do.
Well, then follow me.
Poor Manafaa.
Manafaa has officially become the babysitter of the group.
Suka.
I had a feeling this would happen before we even started the campaign.
Alright, Ghost. You said you were army man, yes?
That is correct.
When you were in army, did you just kick down door and like you own the place every time anywhere you go?
It depended if I wanted to kill the person in there or not, but most of the time, yeah. I just kicked down the door and then I killed him.
Oh my god.
I didn't kill them, so be happy about that.
We will call
Like,
it
I was
progress, okay?
quite cordial.
Progress.
I mean,
Keep working on it.
okay. I didn't talk to a lot of people. I mostly just stayed in the shadows, then kicked down the door, and then killed them, and then got out of there.
Also, we will talk about your vial later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you don't. Oh. Alright, Juniper is running off on her own, going to some stones about a half mile away. I cannot decide whether to follow her because I do not know if I can trust you all to keep an eye on Irina.
Well, we have 10 minutes, so how about we go check it out in that 10 minutes? We'll run over there. I'll follow Juniper. I'll run over there with her. She can check it out. We'll be back in 10.
I will stay here and wait for her pies.
Juniper, let's go. You got 10 minutes.
Juniper is already gone. She is going. You have to go catch her.
Ghost starts running. Ghost starts running.
Irina, we are going to sit here. We are going to wait for pies and for all of these crazy motherfuckers to finish what they are doing.
Okay. It pains my heart to see people suffering from addiction.
Yes.
Rohan is kind of near or behind the windmill. He's trying to summon a flock of crows or birds or any animal really, because he wants to deliver this dream pie to Strahd.
Oh my god!
Make an animal handling check.
Oh my goodness.
We're the worst party.
I can't roll one good roll that means something, and he rolls a 21 on a bullshit roll.
You set down one of the pies. Which one are you setting down?
The freshest one, and I put it like, she gave me like a paper bag or something, and I put it there, and I'm trying to get some things to come bring it to him.
Sure. Yeah, so eventually some crows touch down on the ground. They're just kind of looking at you, walking around the pie, eyeing it up, and then one of them jumps over to the pie, grabs the little knot on the top of the sack, and starts flying away.
You're a friend of Strahd's, right? Bring it straight to him.
He just lifts off and then it's out of sight.
Strahd squad!
This is my favorite.
Just all idiots. We're just all morons.
Meanwhile, Juniper and Ghost catches up with you, Juniper, along this other little trail up towards these megaliths.
Whoa!
You reach this area and you see that there's 4 stones, massive stones. They look ancient. They've been there for forever. And they're covered in moss. And each
Oh my god.
Each stone bears a crude carving, looks like of a city on each one of them. And upon further examination, each one of them appears to be associated with a different season. There's a city that has, there's like a city of winter. It's shown covered with snow. There's a city of spring. It's arrayed with flowers and so forth. And as you look in the center of these megaliths, there's like a stone like structure within the ground, kind of a circular in a circular shape, kind of directly in the middle of all 4 of the columns. There appears to be some like a small pile of something white, which you're not able to make out exactly, but it catches your eye.
Does it seem to be different cities or the same city in different seasons?
They appear to be different cities.
Interesting.
Juniper is going to use Mage Hand to kind of reach over to the pile and just kind of use it to pinch the pile, see if it's like sandy or if she can pick any of it up.
Yeah, so upon contact with this pile from your ghostly kitty paw, it's like a bunch of pebbles, I guess, what you can make out from here, at least in the consistency of this pile. As you pick one up, like some of them kind of fall off to the side, kind of roll off. They're not very large.
Do I recognize any of the cities?
You wouldn't, no.
Okay.
Juniper's gonna walk over to the pile of pebbles and just kind of take one that like fell away when her mage hand played with them, and just kind of look at it, see what kind of material it's made out of.
Okay.
if she can.
Make an investigation check.
And Ghost would like to get out a book and try to sketch the drawings of the cities in the blank book that he has.
Sure.
Is that possible?
Absolutely.
Just a few of the distinguishing landmarks.
Yeah.
So he has a record.
These depictions.
There's the 20.
These depictions aren't terribly detailed, so you're able to more or less copy them.
All right.
Juniper, as you pick up one of these, what you think is a pebble at first, you're inspecting it. It appears to be made of ivory. And a closer look, you can see there's some divots and well, let's just say they appear to be teeth. Very small teeth, as if from a child.
Ugh.
It's a pile of children's teeth.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna look at Ghost. Hey, Ghost, these are children's teeth.
Hang on, I'm drawing. Wait,
Ghost,
what?
I throw one at him. I throw one at his head.
I'm almost done with spring. Spring.
Ghost,
I got a good flower going on here.
Ghost.
Wait, what?
Hey.
What?
Children's teeth. Pile of children's teeth in the middle of this thing.
What the hell? Children's teeth?
Yeah, no, are there any, I'm gonna look around, are there any signs of blood or I'm gonna say struggle?
Sure. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
How Ghost would like to roughly estimate the amount of teeth. Is that
Make
possible?
an investigation
50?
check, Ghost.
50, 100, 300. 11.
Several dozen.
Okay.
Juniper, you don't see any signs of struggle, any blood, anything of the sort in this place.
I think we should leave the teeth. I have some record. I don't know what else we can do with this, but it's certainly disturbing. And they're children's. Why?
I don't know. This is not what I was expecting. Though I don't know what I was expecting, honestly.
You know what? I'm gonna go ask that woman. And Ghost starts turning and heading back towards the
That
windmill.
might not be the best idea. Wait, pause, stop, please.
Ghost flings
Stop.
open the door again.
Oh God. Okay,
about
while
the
he's
children.
walking
It's
away.
gonna take a little bit to get to the.
Okay. I'm gonna think about what Manafaa said about what a magic user can do with a bit of hair. And I'm just gonna hold on to the one that I have and pocket it, hopefully to do something with it in the future. And
Hold
then
on
follow
to-
one child's tooth.
Oh, okay.
Rose.
Just one.
Add
And
a child's tooth to your
to
inventory.
your inventory.
The
Oh,
grossest
man.
thing that's ever been added.
And then I'm gonna rush up.
Jeez.
And then as soon as we're within 120 feet, I'm gonna cast another message to Manafaa. And be like, hey, stop, Ghost. Whatever you do, don't let him burst in the door. There's a pile of children's teeth.
So yeah, as Ghost approaches, I will place myself in between him and the door.
Manafaa, there's important business. I got one more question to ask.
Ghost,
Yeah?
if you need to ask a question, do it politely. Knock on the door, wait for her to answer, do not burst through again, yes?
I can
She
do that.
opens the door right behind you. She's got a bunch of sacks like packed up All right, I've got your pies ready.
I will be taking those for Juniper.
I
By the
run
way,
up.
I delivered that pastry to Strahd, so
Hey, did you know that you have a pile of children's teeth in your backyard?
Really? A pile of children's teeth? Wow. How strange.
Right there.
when he
Right
said that,
there.
Rohan was about to bite into a pastry.
What? Do I believe her reaction to that statement?
Make an
Thank you.
insight check.
I'm running up the hill at this point, and I see him with my bags. And I just kind of want to form tackle him.
You don't believe her at all.
Yeah, there's literally a pile of teeth right there. And those 4 monoliths, I'm sure that you've seen those, like, standing there, and there's a white pile. You can see it from here. And I point over. That's children's teeth. That's not normal. And children? How did you get that many children, and who would pull their teeth? What is that?
I haven't the slightest idea. But here's your pastries, and you're free to leave. Please. Come back later if you'd like more pastries. We'd be delighted to have you.
Ghost turns to Manafaa now that he's realized the information that he just said.
Perhaps we should be going, Ghost.
Very well.
Are there teeth in these?
No, of course not.
Good enough for me. And Rohan takes a bite.
I tackle Rohan!
Rohan takes a bite. Rohan, make a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
It was the older
Very good.
one, not the freshest one.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Come. All of you.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We don't want this windmill anyway.
Just trying to get my bags out of Rohan's hands.
Once we're a ways away. Alright, look, would you two stop with this already? They're
They took my pies!
They are fucking pastries. You are squabbling
But they're
like
fine.
children.
I'm holding them for her. No, fine. I'll give them back. Rohan gave her back her pastries.
Take them.
Why do you want those pastries so much?
You tasted one. You should know, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I tasted one.
Wait,
It
did
was
they make them-
average fucking pie.
Average. Anything but. Gosh, no. The way, the dreams that they give you, it was like I was home. And not only that, I woke up this morning and I felt stronger than I ever have before.
Yeah, once we
I felt like I could
dragged you
take on the
out of
world.
bed.
That must have just been a side effect, you know? Like, you should try it one more time. Just the unbelievable feeling that they give you.
No. And you should not either. Yes, they make you feel like you are home. But you are not. This is where we are. Would you abandon your family for another taste of dream pastry?
I probably would, yes.
Yeah, but you are an asshole.
The dream pastry is where I get to see my family.
Yeah. Is that real?
It's all I have here.
Manafaa, about this time, you see a figure and up, like coming in your direction from down the pathway as you guys are returning to the main road. Figure is coming down the pathway, pushing a cart.
That's babushka.
But what now?
Is grandmother. Alright,
Oh.
look. Come here close before she get close. That lady, She knew about the fucking teeth. She lied through her teeth when Ghost asked. She said, oh, never, how could that get there? That is so strange. No, she knew.
What would they be doing with that many children's teeth?
You are asking the wrong question. I think the better question is where the children's teeth are from.
Children, obviously.
I do not know.
There's some evil things going on in that house, I think.
I do not know. All I know is she was lying. And very, very interested in us leaving quickly. Ah, Babushka. Good day for you, I hope.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. You see the familiar grandmother, very old and saggy and hunched at the back, pushing her carts down the road. Oh, wonderful for you to stop by. Have you come to buy some pastries?
Well, but we did. And by the way, grandmother, you're a hard woman to find. You might sell more if you made yourself more readily available.
Ah, well, you're free to stop by here at the windmill and pick some up whenever you'd like. I have a few here on my cart. Would you like some of those?
We'll take them, yes.
3 gold pieces, dear.
You didn't
Here-
happen to see any giant wolves on your path here, did you, grandmother?
Oh no, but I heard the howls of some wolves. I hope there's not any nearby. Rohan, as you're digging for some coins, you start to get super drowsy. But you're able to hand her the coins. It's not so before she can even wrap up the pies, you like collapse and fall to the ground in a heap.
Oh shit.
And immediately a very wide smile comes across your face as you're sitting there like unconscious as far as those guys are concerned, just in happy dreamland. Roll a d4 for me. Oh, I guess he's already had one of these. Well, most people wait till the nighttime because motioning at Rohan on the ground.
Oh my god. I'll take his pies then.
Oh, very well, dear. She hands.
He already handed her the money, right?
Yeah, he did. Hands you the 3 pies, Juniper.
I put them in my bags.
Well, where are you off to now?
Yeah, we are making our way to Vallaki.
Okay. Not too far ahead.
Yes, indeed.
How long would you say? Couple hours?
4 to 5.
Can we camp here? Just like next to your windmill? But not next to the children's teeth? Like the other side of the children's teeth pillars?
I'm not sure what you mean, but we really don't appreciate people camping in our around our home. It doesn't make us very comfortable.
Do I believe her when she says she has no idea?
Make an insight check.
Look at this.
You don't believe her at all, Manafaa.
I believe her.
Seems
You can
good
roll
to me.
insight if you want.
I'm fine.
She gave her pies. Juniper believes her.
So, I think it's getting dark, right? Mr. DM Brad?
It's Actually, no, it's probably like, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon or something.
Let's go, guys. We can make it. Let's go by night. I think
Well,
we
we
should
have
just.
one little problem. And I point to Rohan.
Oh, shit.
Babushka, perhaps one day we will have to convince you to share your secret. As you can see, my companions are very much in love with your pastry, and we do not know where our travels will take us.
Oh, well. I haven't shared my secret before, but I like you guys. Let me tell you what it is. My mother was attacked by a witch one day. And she always had this weird quirk about her ever since then. But she was able to understand what that was exactly and channel that sort of energy into the cooking. And she taught me how to do the same thing. It was passed down, apparently, from my mother to me, and from me to my daughters. And now we make the best pies in all of Barovia.
So this is a witch recipe?
Oh no.
Do I believe her?
Make an insight check.
-1. 17!
You don't believe her story at all. Seems like something she made up.
It must be very difficult living out here with just yourself and your daughter.
Why do you say that?
It's Barovia. It's a dangerous place. Many big wolves. Many birds that steal hair. I do not know. It seemed like a very dangerous place since I have been.
Oh, the pesky ravens. Yes. What a nuisance. I think we'd be better off if they were all gone personally, but it's an unpopular opinion in Barovia. We get by just fine. People like what we sell, and we try to take great care whenever we travel.
Well, we better be on our way. Nice meeting you.
All right. We'll see you around another time then.
See ya.
She takes her cart and begins wheeling it back to the windmill.
As she is wheeling it away, eyes of the grave.
Eyes of the Grave. Can you remind me what Eyes of the Grave is exactly?
Exactly, it is only undead. I know the location of any undead within 60 feet of me. That is not behind total cover and is not protected from divination magic.
All right, very good. No undead.
Well, we got a Rohan problem. Should we sleep here?
We should not...
Actually, I also don't feel comfortable sleeping here anymore. So, Ghost turns to Irina. How are you?
Irina's eyes are just wide, probably from the moment that you guys arrived here. She's really uncomfortable. Her hands have been in her pockets the whole time, like just waiting for the moment when she can leave. She says, I would really like to get going.
I agree.
Yep, let's go. Ghost grabs Rohan. His upper half.
Hey, Ghost.
Yeah.
I think it's time for your spoon and mesket. Get this man away. I know you take no pleasure in it, but I must ask this of you.
Juniper covers
Well,
her ears.
You're definitely gonna owe me, Manafaa. I mean, this is a big ask of me.
Come on, Irina.
And he
Let us
starts to
step
get up.
away. He's going to be loud.
Okay.
Ghost gets out his mess kit, holds the pan literally 1 inch from Rohan's ear, and so the pan side, the side that gets bigger, is facing right on his ear, pretty much cupped, and grabs his spoon, and then he gives a little smile, and then bashes.
Oh.
Everyone is terribly disturbed by this, except for Rohan. Rohan, you are in the middle of beautiful woodland with your bow in hand. One of your cousins has accompanied you on this hunt. He's pretty accomplished, but he wanted to escort you and see what you were made of this time. You bend down, instructing your cousin to hush a bit. As you look out far, not too far, maybe 100 feet in front of you, a beautiful, beautiful deer, stag, comes out into the clearing. The rack on this beast is enormous, huge. It's a 14-pointer. This is your moment. Your heart is beating out of your chest, adrenaline like nothing else. Only the hunt can provide such a feeling. As you take a deep breath and exhale, as you draw back your bow, steadying your aim, loosing your arrow. Boom! Bullseye! Right through the heart, the lungs, puncturing the lungs. It drops immediately on the ground. Your cousin, oh my God, Rohan, that was amazing! You've never heard such praise come out of his lips before. You look over at him. It was all right. You guys catch up to this deer, and both of you find a way to drag this deer back to your camp. Flash forwarding a bit in time for you. Your entire clan is cheering for you as they're roasting this deer, and there's an epic feast over the night. The wine is flowing, the food is delicious, and everybody takes one goblet of wine and says, "To Rohan!" And it is the most amazing time, and you feel so wonderfully overjoyed at this moment. And nothing wakes you up. Nothing wakes you up from this. And Ghost is standing right in front of your face.
Guys, I've
in
done
his
this a
sleep,
lot.
Rohan goes to Rohan.
Guys, I've done this a lot of years. Never have I failed. This must be some kind of a cursed sleep.
Pastries knock you out a little bit, absolutely.
Are you looking at what's happening right now?
He looks like he's enjoying himself.
Yes, and he also is not being aroused by almost the literal cannons. I don't know if cannons exist. One of the loudest sounds that can possibly be made.
Juniper's like grasping at
Thank you.
straws,
Thank
trying
you.
to get excuses. It's like, well, we don't know. Rohan might just be a very deep sleeper.
I woke him up last night. At this point, I would like to please touch my holy symbol and use a first level spell slot. To point in Juniper's direction, because she's carrying all these pastries, and cast Purify Food and Drink.
Okay.
I do not know if it will have any effect, but I'm doing it.
All right. You do that.
Do I notice that he does this?
Oh yes, it's very obvious. It's verbal and somatic.
It's like, what did you do?
Do not worry. Pick up this one. Let us go.
No. I'm worried. What did you do?
I dispel any poison.
Poison?
These men
Well-
sleep like death.
Well,
Wait, what kind of poison did you dispel? Just on her, right?
Any poison.
Not that I really care.
Only in
the
food and drink.
area? Okay.
Also, Kaylie, whatever
Okay.
you said, your mic didn't pick it up.
oh, crap. You still got me? I'm just gonna be, well, are they still gonna work? Am I still gonna see my wife? What?
That depends. If it is poison making you see your wife, then no. Now pick up your pastry friend and let us go.
Yeah, that does sound fair. to me.
Juniper, out of spite and anger, is going to reach into the bag and pull out a dream pastry and take a bite.
Make a constitution check, Juniper.
Just
We are
staring
the worst
Manafaa
party.
right in the eyes.
Con
I'm so
save,
sorry.
baby.
We're officially the worst party.
Oh my
Ever.
goodness.
Okay.
Thank God.
So you guys are still like a couple hundred yards away from this windmill. Like Babushka's reached and gone inside already. Like, how would you like to proceed?
All right.
Does it work? Does it?
We'll get there,
No?
Kaylie.
You.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Juniper, help me carry this sleeping lug.
Put the pastry back in my bag and grab like a wrist of Rohan because I'm very weak.
Irene is like, really? Grabs his other arm.
Okay. We need to get like 300 as far as possible, I suppose, but we can't travel like this.
Isn't Ghost burly
set
enough
of
to
camp.
carry him?
Who has the highest strength?
I believe that would be
Probably
Ghost.
me.
My strength is 9.
I have
Mine
athletics.
is. Oh, mine is also 9.
You
Also,
guys are weak.
yeah, and my intelligence is 8. Those double negative modifiers.
Not that bad for me.
I
It's
don't know
wisdom
how
that
that's
you
relevant
do.
to this. Yeah.
So Ghost, you're the strongest?
Yep. 14
Alright.
strength and athletics.
Cool. Yeah, so Ghost could, carry Rohan.
All right.
Maybe if someone else took his pack.
I'll fireman him.
All right.
His pack.
So Rohan's hoisted over Ghost's shoulder, and although your face is uncomfortably close to Ghost's butt, you still have a wonderful smile across your face, like enjoying the best time ever.
Damn
Onward?
Rohan.
Onward.
Onward.
Okay. You guys continue down the road and once again meet the main path and start once more towards the west, towards the city of Vallaki, or the town of Vallaki, rather. Juniper, within the time frame which Rohan consumed his dream pastry and the effects to kick in subsequently, you're kind of like searching for that feeling, like, oh, wait for it to kick in, and it never comes. You keep walking down the road and not once overtaken by the drowsy side effects.
I keep walking, but I am pouting. If you've ever seen a cat pout.
As
doing
much
that little-
as Rohan is smiling, Juniper is frowning in it's like pure contrast.
My fur is on end and my tail is twitching.
Okay. You guys continue another 2 hours down the road, and that's when nightfall is well and truly upon you. The last little bits of daylight are just about extinguished. You have reached the point where, if you'd like to continue, you're going to be pushing exhaustion. Irina looks super tired, like, is there any way we can set up camp? I know it's not safe, but nothing is really safe at this point.
I mean, you're the one that wanted to push.
It is fine. We should not carry Rohan all the way to the city.
Yeah.
He is our guide. He does
Our-
not get a free ride.
Worst
Fine.
guide ever. And Ghost just dumps him on the ground. Poof.
Yeah, I'd like to try and spot a place that'd be decent for camp, kind of out of sight of the main road. Maybe like a small dip or a copse of trees or something.
Make a survival check, please. Cool. Yeah, so just off the road in a small clearing in the woods that goes back a decent amount and kind of like bends around the corner. There's a pocket amongst the trees and out of sight of the road, which you deem worthy of a campsite. Not too far in the woods that would make you too uneasy about that threat, and not too far off of but just far enough outside of the road. I'm also going to pull up a map, and I can just reveal to you guys kind of the land and what you'd be familiar with that I've described so far.
No fire.
Fine.
Go ahead.
I just said fine. I'm still pouting.
Oh. Manafaa, have you ever seen people addicted this bad? We had some drugs going through the military at times. This looks pretty bad. He says out of earshot of Juniper.
I'm poking Rohan in the face with the stick.
I have not seen many people, to be honest. I do not. Your civilization is loud and messy and disquieting. I do not like it. Not your specific.
Seems to be serious.
Everywhere. Everywhere is loud and messy, and I do not like it.
Fair enough. But it seems like it's starting to affect what we're trying to do.
Yes.
Like we had to camp tonight because Rohan had to eat one of those pastries.
This is
We
why
might need to.
I have idea.
Well, let me know if I can help.
Oh yes, this plan
I got you.
revolve around you. You take first watch, and on first watch, you take bag of pastries and you dispose. Easy.
That I can do.
Excellent.
But it's your idea if I get caught.
Oh yes, of course, it's my idea. That's fine. They do not like me anyway.
I think they like you.
They do not like is the wrong way to say. They do not understand. At least Juniper does not understand how I could possibly not want to go home. Actually, I think you are the same way. You do not know why I could not be wanting to go home.
Oh yeah. That is a huge issue with me.
Maybe one day you will understand. Maybe.
Well, I need to get home. I hope that you can help me if push comes to shove, and we either got to do something to save some spirits or write some things in your scroll or get home. I hope that you choose to get this group home.
Would you like to know what this scroll does?
I would. I'm actually curious the moment you opened that cage.
The scroll, I believe you have heard me say, it records the name of the dead and their destination in the afterlife, yes.
Like the gods they worshipped?
Yes. Each god has a realm, and when a mortal worshipping that god dies, the god lays claim to their soul and bring them into that realm to live.
I'm familiar.
This help with that. It is like accountant almost. You make sure all money go to right places, you see. At least that is what I am told. I do not know.
And do you want to be an accountant here in Barovia forever? Or are you willing to help out a friend and get back home?
And Manafaa's face gets cold and hard. Firm. You misunderstand, Ghost. There is no accounting in Barovia. There cannot be. The Lord of this
What does that mean?
land claims all souls save those of the Vestani. The souls of the dead here do not pass to their proper rest. They remain in Barovia. I am not yet sure what happens to them. But nobody goes to their gods here. It is an affront. It is a insult of the gravest kind. The preacher,
Guessing the preacher.
he will not go to the morning lord. He will remain.
Well, I'm not one for vampires and zombies and whatever else is going on here, but people should go to their gods. I agree with that. I hope one day to meet the gods I follow.
I say this also as a warning. Be careful what doors you kick down, Ghost. Because if you die here, you do not go to your god either. You stay. Whether I put your name in my book or not.
Good to know. You know, just more crap on crap on crap in this place. More reasons to get out of here as fast as possible.
Yes,
Rohan,
You really want to?
Rohan, you wake up about this time.
I believe you're getting poked in the face with a stick.
Yeah, Juniper's poking you.
Whole time. Oh, what?
Roughly 5 hours from the time he consumed the pastry, he wakes up.
Have a good nap.
Oh shit! Did I pass out? Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't think I'd pass out just from eating a couple bites of the sweet pastry.
Yes, well, unfortunately, the lady decided when you passed out that she didn't want to sell you the pastries, so you didn't get them. I'm so sorry.
Did she give me back my coin?
No, she took the coin. She just thought you were very rude.
Old pruny ass woman. Oh, it's fine. I'll just borrow some of yours. But where are we? What has happened?
10 gold pieces each, and we've made our way down the road a bit. We're camping now.
I was just going to ignore that comment.
I'm curious. What do you see?
I am. I'm hunting. I get a great shot. I'm with my family, and we are celebrating. This is a very merry moment.
But you say the other two. They're saying that we're addicted. I don't necessarily see it that way. Do you?
To mention it, I do always have an odd craving for them, but I don't think it's dangerous.
It's
Not
kind
like
of
we're
like how
doing.
you, yeah, it's like when you crave a cup of coffee in the morning, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It
Yeah,
scratches the itch.
yeah. It's not like we're foaming at the mouth or doing hard drugs, shooting up, as they say.
Or sprinting out the door at 5:30 in the morning looking for an old woman to buy pastries from.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. It's a com.
Eavesdropping, rude, Manafaa. Yes, well, I'm so sorry you lost your pastries. But again, 10 gold pieces a piece if you need more.
It's highway robbery. But you know I will pay when I need it.
I do indeed do.
Well, since I have gotten the most sleep and I am well rested, but I still feel kind of funny, I will take the first watch.
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah, da, da. Good morning, Manafaa.
How about you split up our payment then?
Oh, right. Yeah, let's do this now since we're out here. Where's my pack?
Juniper had it.
Hands it over.
Oh, the burgomaster gave me, was it 500 electrum pieces or 5,000? However many is in this chest here. We will
500.
split 500.
If it was 5,000, I'd believe that your spine would be curled over backwards.
We will split it 3 ways, yes?
3?
4 ways, right. We'll split
There
it
we
4
go.
ways.
So that's 125 each.
Holy moly.
Minus whatever you spent.
No, I already had those gold pieces. Ha.
It's interesting. I have not seen this style of coin before.
Yes, as you take a closer look at the coin, each coin is stamped with a portrait of Strahd,
Oh, jeez.
like his
Oh,
profile
Lord.
view.
We still charmed.
Yes.
Man, these are very nice coins.
It's not surprising to see worthy leaders on currency.
I mean, I think each coin's worth like 100 gold pieces just because of the picture. It's rare. Rohan,
His best features, yes. What?
I don't care what you do on your own time. Really, I don't. I do a lot of stupid stuff. But seriously, we were trying to get to this town, and you fell asleep. And now we're in the middle of the woods, and there's a bunch of wolves after us, and we're trying to escort this woman. I feel like you really jeopardized what we're trying to do here.
I mean, I did lose almost about a gill of blood. When you go to donate blood, they usually give you a cookie and juice. I had nothing. Did you get me
Well,
juice, Ghost?
I know that Strahd is a very noble person, probably giving that blood to orphans as we speak, but
I'd gladly give him
Uh,
all the blood I have in my body if he wanted it.
I know, me too. He didn't want to take any of mine. But what we're trying to do here is problematic, and I don't think it's related to the bite. I think it's related to those freaking pastries that you're eating.
It's my body, my choice. Anyways, I'll take first watch.
Bastard. Ghost turns.
Juniper will kind of, away from everyone else, eat one more pastry, go to bed,
Oh.
hugging the pastry bag.
Okay. Juniper, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
All this while, as well, Irina's just been kind of off by herself next to her pack, like trying to rest her head against it, just kind of laying there. You can tell she's not really sleeping, but she's trying to get some rest. As you guys start to settle down for the evening as well to take your rest. And Juniper, yes, within a short time, the effects overtake you of the dream pastry. You return once again to a beautiful summer's eve in Port Nyanzaru with your loved ones. My friends, we are going to call that a session this evening. We'll pick up again 2 weeks from now. Not exactly 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now minus 4 hours. Not quite 2 weeks, right? 5:30 on Monday is what I'm trying to say here, folks. That's when we play at the Emerald Dragon. Next week, we got Tomb of Annihilation coming up. And Curse of Strahd the week after that. We might have a holiday special to be determined. We will let you know if we do. Until then, have a great week ahead. We'll see you next time. Stay safe out there, folks. Peace.
Don't do drugs.